Prime factorization. Prime factorization is a process expressing a number as product of prime numbers only. Factor tree method. Let us find prime factorization of 36. Factor tree of 36. The smallest prime number that divides 36 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 18 is 36. Next is 18. The smallest prime number that divides 18 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. Next is 9. The smallest prime number that divides 9 is 3 and 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So, 36 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. This method of factorization is called division method. Division method. We can do the factorization in another method. Factorization in another method of 36. The smallest prime number that divides 36 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 18 is 36. Next is 18. The smallest prime number that divides 18 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. Next is 9. The smallest prime number that divides 9 is 3 and 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So, 36 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. This method of factorization is called division method. Highest common factor, HCF, and lowest common multiple, LCM. We know about common factors and common multiples. Now, we will study about highest common factor, HCF, and lowest common multiple, LCM. Highest common factor. Let us take two numbers, says 36 and 64. Factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. Factors of 64 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64. Common factors are 1, 2, and 4. Highest common factor is 4. The greatest common factor of two or more numbers is called the highest common factor, HCF. Lowest common multiple. Let us take the two numbers, say 4 and 6. Multiples of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Common multiples are 12, 24, 36. Least common multiple is 12. The lowest common multiple of two or more numbers is called the lowest common multiple. LCM. LCM by factorization method. The prime factorization of 36 and 64 are 36 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. 64 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. The common factors are 2 multiply 2. Factors which are not common 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. We observe that the product of common factors and factors which are not common to multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. 576. Therefore, we can say that the lowest common multiple is the product of the common factors and the factors which are not common. HCF and LCM by prime factorization method. Example 1. Find HCF of 36, 72. Solution. Factorization in another method of 36. The smallest prime number that divides 36 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 18 is 36. Next is 18. The smallest prime number that divides 18 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. Next is 9. The smallest prime number that divides 9 is 3 and 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. Factorization in another method of 72. The smallest prime number that divides 72 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 36 is 72. Next is 36. The smallest prime number that divides 36 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 8 is 36. Next is 8. The smallest prime number that divides 18 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. Next is 9. The smallest prime number that divides 9 is 3 and 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 36 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. 72 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. HCF of 36 and 72 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 is equal to 12. Example 2. Find LCM of 48, 64 and 50. Solution. Factorization in another method of 48. The smallest prime number that divides 48 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 24 is 48. Next is 24. The smallest prime number that divides 24 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 12 is 24. Next is 12. The smallest prime number that divides 12 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Next is 6. The smallest prime number that divides 3 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. And next is factorization in another method of 64. The smallest prime number that divides 64 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 32 is 64. Next is 32. The smallest prime number that divides 32 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 16 is 32. Next is 16. The smallest prime number that divides 16 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Next is 8. The smallest prime number that divides 8 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. Next is 4. The smallest prime number that divides 4 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And next is factorization in another method of 50. The smallest prime number that divides 50 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 25 is 50. Next is 25. The smallest prime number that divides 25 is 5 and 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. 48 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. 64 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. 50 is equal to 2 multiply 5 multiply 5. LCM of 48, 64 and 50 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 5 is equal to 4800. HCF and LCM by long division method. We can find the HCF of two or more numbers by dividing the bigger number by smaller number and then dividing another number by the remainder. Repeat the process of dividing the preceding divisor by the remainder till we get remainder as 0. The last divisor is the HCF of the given numbers. This method is called long division method. Example: find the HCF of 60 and 72 by long division method. Solution: the bigger number is 72. The smaller number is 60. So, divide 72 by 60. Keep on dividing the preceding divisor by the remainder till we get remainder as 0. 72 divided by 60, 60 multiplied by 1 is 60. So, we get the remainder is 12. Next, 12 divided by 60, 12 multiplied by 5 is 60. So, we get the remainder is 0. The last divisor, that is 12, is the HCF of the given numbers. So, HCF of 60 and 72 is 12. To find the LCM of two or more numbers by division method, we follow as below. 1. Write all the numbers in a row. 2. Find the least prime number which divides at least two numbers. 3. Continue the process till all the numbers in a row are no more divisible by any number. 4. The product of the prime divisors and the quotient will be the LCM. Example: find the LCM of 48, 64 and 50 by common division method. Solution: LCM by common division method of 40, 80, 64, 50. The smallest prime number is 2. To multiply by 24 is 48, then 2 multiply by 32 is 64, and 2 multiply by 25 is 50, next is 24, 32, 25. The smallest prime number that divides 24, 32, 25 is 2 and 2 multiply by 12 is 25, then 2 multiply by 16 is 32, and 25 is not a multiple by 2, so we take it in next row. Next is 12, 16, 25. The smallest prime number that divides 12, 16, 25 is 2 and 2 multiply by 6 is 12, then 2 multiply by 8 is 16, and 25 is not a multiple by 2, so we take it in next row. Next is 6, 8, 25. The smallest prime number that divides 6, 8, 25 is 2 and 2 multiply by 3 is 6, then 2 multiply by 4 is 8, and 25 is not a multiple by 2, so we take it in next row. Next is 3, 4, 25. The smallest prime number that divides 3, 4, 25 is 5, and 5 multiply by 5 is 25, but 3 is not a multiple by 5 and 4 is also not multiple by 5. So, LCM is equal to product of divisor and quotient is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 5 multiply 3 multiply 4 multiply 5 is equal to 4 multiply 4 multiply 15 multiply 20 is equal to 16 multiply 15 multiply 20 is equal to 320 multiply 15 is equal to 4800. Relation between HCF and LCM. The product of two numbers is always equal to the product of their HCF and LCM. Let us consider the numbers 24 and 48. HCF of 24 and 48. 48 divided by 24. 24 multiplied by 2 is 48. So, we get the remainder is 0. HCF of 24 and 48 is equal to 24. LCM of 24 and 48. LCM by common division method of 24. 48 the smallest prime number is 2. 2 multiplied by 12 is 24. Then 2 multiplied by 24 is 48. Next is 12, 24. The smallest prime number that divides 12, 24 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Then 2 multiplied by 12 is 24. Next is 6, 12. The smallest prime 6, 12 is 2 and 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Then 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Next is 3, 6. The smallest prime number that divides 3, 6 is 3 and 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Then 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. LCM is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 2 is equal to 48. So, HCF multiply LCM is equal to 24 multiply 48. Product of numbers is equal to 24 multiply 48. So, product of two numbers is equal to HCF of two numbers multiply LCM of two numbers. Word problems based on HCF and LCM. Example 1. 3 containers contain 20 liters, 30 liters and 40 liters of milk. Find the maximum capacity of container which can measure the milk of 3 containers. Exact number of times. Solution. To find the exact measure of container, we have to find out the HCF of 20, 30 and 40. We use division method of HCF. 30 divided by 20. 20 multiplied by 1 is 20. So, we get the remainder is 10. Next 10 divided by 20. 10 multiplied by 2 is 20. So, we get the remainder is 0. Next is 40 divided by 10. 10 multiplied by 4 is 40. So, we get the remainder is 0. HCF of 20, 30 and 40 is equal to 10. Hence 10 liters is the maximum capacity of a container that can measure 20, 30 and 40 liters milk exactly.